What's up, Gold Squad? Famox here from Game on Your Face, and today we are reviewing the first of the major high-end players. By that I mean 400k plus, so Crosby, Ovechkin, Taves, players like that. Like I said in the Hull review, I want to cover these guys before the Team of the Year comes out. But anyways, let's get to the review of Steven Stamkos.
This video is brought to you by Huthead.com, your #1 source for all things Hut.
Here's the rules. He'll play for 7 games on a 100 chemistry line. He'll not be assigned any boosts or captaincy cards. The overall grade is based on 5 stats: puck skills, skating, shooting, physical, and defensive. His current average price is 400k, putting him in the same price range as Patrick Kane and Movember Duchesne. Puck skills, he gets a 9. Stamkos doesn't have the fastest hands, but he makes up for it with his control. His dekes were smooth and he could keep the puck on his stick even after being poked or stick lifted multiple times. I found myself getting more comfortable making dekes in crowded areas because I just expected him to come out with the puck. As for his passing, it was just about average. He connected on some clutch plays, but then would get intercepted on some easy ones. Skating, he gets a 7. I was pretty disappointed with Stammer's speed and endurance. Even though his stats went up, I feel like he got downgraded compared to last year's card. He can take off pretty quick when his line is crisp, but it doesn't take long for him to lose his hustle. Once that happens, he becomes a subpar skater. Shooting, he gets a 10. I don't think any shot can be much better than Stammer's. He definitely sets the bar high for reviews to come. If he's in a relatively good scoring position with any amount of time or space, he will most likely get the goal. Pullback wrist or slap shot or just quick release snipe, Stamkos can bury the biscuit with ease. He quickly became my go-to guy when I needed a heroic goal, and of course he didn't disappoint when you set him up for his famous one-timer. Physical, he gets a 7.5. Stamkos' physicality is exactly the same as it was in NHL 15. He's pretty easy to knock off the puck and got his fair share of crushing blows. He also wasn't very useful when trying to throw hits himself, only being really effective against the small guys. However, he's still slightly above average and wasn't as weak as others like Kane or Brett Hull. Defensive, he gets an 8. Stamkos was very solid defensively. For starters, he was well disciplined, so he didn't take any penalties unless I messed up the timing on a stick lift. He also has a pretty long reach, which helped out his poke check. However, his best area is something that will most likely go to waste, and that was his face-offs. He was decent on the draw and went 13 out of 20 when I played him at center, but I would still suggest you play him on the left wing and set him up for those one-timers. Total points. In 7 games, he got 6 goals and 4 assists for a total of 10 points. His overall grade comes to 8.3 out of 10 or 83%. Stamkos is definitely an elite talent. His shot is the best I've used all year, and when paired with his hands, you have a very deadly combo. However, I think his skating makes a big difference for me, especially at 400k. He almost couldn't keep up with his line mates Backstrom and Kessel. So final thoughts, if you're Hut rich, then I'd say Stamkos is a must. I'm keeping him for the firepower alone. Throw him out there on a power play and it's one-timer city. But if you're, I guess, Hut upper class, not a millionaire, but maybe in the 500 to 700k range, I would probably go for a cheaper guy like Tarasenko or Bobby Hull. You lose a bit on the sniping end, but you save coins and actually get a faster player. But I know a lot of you are wondering right now, how does he compare to a similar player, Evgeny Malkin? So make sure you tune in to the next review and I'll cover that. But that's it for this one. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to join the Gold Squad. And if you're a long-time supporter and you want to see some extra perks like more pack lottery guesses, weekly giveaways, or joining the monthly Hut tourney, which is usually a 1,000,000 coin prize pool, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. It's like subbing to a Twitch streamer, but just 10 times better. As always, I'm Famox from Game on Your Face, where I provide in-depth reviews so you can make informed decisions, and I'll see you in the next one.